We are officially live. Okay.
Hi, YouTube.
So we're going to talk about age word problems. These are actually one of my very favorite kinds of word problems to do. Because when you first read it, it really kind of makes you dizzy. It's like you're confused. Like, how can I organize this and arrange this into a mathematical method so I can solve it, right? It almost seems like impossible when you first read it. You know, and let's read it. Cassie is 18 years older than Mira. In 6 years, she will be 4 years less than 3 times Mira's age. How old are the girls now?
Don't you have to know my age to do that though?
No.
No.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a box with 2 columns and 2 rows, okay? So this is going to help you immensely organize your data.
I do.
So here we go. 2 columns and 2 rows. And my rows, I'm going to have Cassie, and I'm going to have Mira, right? Now, up here in my column, my first column, right, make sure you draw this box, because you need to do this box. Everybody has to do this box when they do their homework. Absolutely have to see the box. Otherwise, I'm going to give it back to you and do it all over again, all right? I want to see a box every time you do one of these. So now, this is age now. The first column is their age right now, okay? And then the second column is the other age that they're talking about. What's the other age they're talking about?
In 6 years.
In 6 years. Would you say that's plus 6 or minus 6?
Plus.
Why?
In
Because if I'm 20 now, in 6 years, I'm going to be 20 plus 6, right? So yeah, so I would agree with you. So I could say in 6 years here, but I like to do this. I like to put plus 6. Because that's going to tell me exactly what I'm going to do in this one with this information, right? So if I put 20 right here, I would put here 20 plus 6, right? I would put this plus 6. Does that make sense? In this column, right? If this was x plus 2, this would be x plus 2 plus 6. Does that make sense? This column is just adding 6 to this column. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, yes.
Okay,
Mira.
so then you have to tell me to put like 18 in my phone with text?
No, I haven't done that yet. Let's look at it. Remember how we did the number problems. It's the same idea, right? Cassie is 18 years older than Mira. What's the base person's age?
Cassie is 18 years old.
Which is the base, Cassie or Mira?
Cassie.
Mira.
Mira.
Right?
Cassie.
Cassie's age depends on Mira's
Okay,
age.
so
It's 18 years
it's 18 years
older than what?
It's like,
Than
it's
Mira.
like one number is 18
So
years. It's
Mira's
one
age is
number.
X. I underlined Mira and I put an X over that. So Mira's age is X. So if this is her age right now, but Cassie is 18 years older than X. So how could I write
Plus
that?
18.
X
Okay.
plus 18, right?
So it's basically
I've got to have
like-
Mira's age, and then I have to add 18 to it. So I have X plus 18. Now fist to 5. Do you understand that?
Yeah, wait, so it would just
That's
be
like the number word problems we did. Yes.
So it would
Mira?
just be like saying one number is 18 more than another. And then you start writing it.
Yes, exactly. Instead of Cassie, it's one number is 18 more than another. But now Cassie is 18 years older. That's like 18 more than another, right? Yeah, does that make sense? Okay. And then now it says plus 6. Now the problem, this is where everybody messes up on this. Before they fill in this is what they do. They say, okay, in 6 years, she will be 4 years less than 3 times. Oh, okay, so in 6 years, she will be 4x plus, there's a 3 in there too. I've got to get that. And they get all messed up.
What?
You're not supposed to read past this point. You read that first sentence and then you fill out the chart. If you read past that first point, I guarantee you'll mess up on the chart. Does that make sense? Because you start to think, I've got to get a 6 in there, I've got to get a 4 in there, and I've got to get a 3 in there. No, you don't. Because the second column is the first column plus 6. That's all. Right? That's all you're going to do to fill out the chart. And you need to have the chart totally filled out. So what is 18? I could write x plus 18 plus 6. But what's 18 plus 6? 24. So I could write x plus 24, right? And that makes sense. In 6 years, Cassie's going to be 6 more than this, right? So it's x plus 24. And then what would this be here? X, this, and then plus 6. You just have to read that and put it in here. Put this here, and then read this and put it in here. Okay? So you do not read past that first sentence until you have finished your entire box. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Really important. Now we have information organized in a way that's really, really helpful. And it says, let's read the second sentence now. It says, in 6 years. Wait, which column is in 6 years?
The one
The
on the
right.
right.
This one. That means we're going to use all of this information. We're not even going to use this information at all. The now, because this says in 6 years. We used the now to find the in 6 years numbers. Does that make sense? But we're not going to use this right now. We're going to use in 6 years, because that's what it's talking about. In 6 years, she. Who's she?
Cassie.
Cassie, right? Because we're talking about Cassie. So in 6 years, she. So Cassie. In 6 years, what is Cassie?
X plus 24.
So I write that. So I'm going to use the finger method, okay? In 6 years, that means I'm using this column. She. She is x plus 24, right? X plus 24. Notice my finger has not moved.
Yeah.
Now, so we have finished with she. Now we've got will be. What would be will be? Equals, right? Remember, like if it said she is, it would be she equals. She will be is a future verb, a future tense of to be, which means it also equals. She will equal, right? So equals. 4 years less than. What do I do with that minus? Is that 4 minus or minus 4?
4 minus.
Minus 4 because it's 4 years less than something. I have to have the something first and then minus 4. Does that make sense? So then it says 3 times Mira's age. So Mira's age is this. So how would I write that? 3 parentheses. What's Mira's age 6 in 6 years?
X plus 6.
X plus 6. It's not this. We're only using information from this column.
And then minus 4 on the
X plus 6, right? And then the minus 4. So there we go. So then it says, how old are the girls now? So let's just finish this really quickly. We've got x plus 24 is equal to 3x. We're going to use distributive property plus 18 minus 4. All right, let's just rewrite it so we can add the like terms. 3x plus 14, right? And then I'm going to subtract my x's. So I have now 24 is equal to 2x plus 14. And then I want my x's all by themselves, so I'm going to subtract 14. Subtract 14. So I have 10 is equal to 2x. Divide by 2, divide by 2. X is equal to 5. Right? So it says, how old are the girls now? I figured out that x equals 5. Which column gives me their now ages? The left column. And I figured out what x is. So I could just say, oh, Mira is 5 years old. You're amazingly smart for 5, Mira. But, you know, she is 5 years old. How old is Cassie? 23. So then you say that. You say Mira is 5 and Cassie.
I thought the now one was the plus 6. Because no, because now is in plus
Cassie is 18 years older than Mira. Mira is x. Cassie is 18 more than x, so x plus 18. Make sense?
Yeah.
Then in 6 years, that's this column. You add the 6 to those, right? Make sense? So I want you to use that process to do the homework. So I'm going to pass